This is Professor Jimenez. We're gonna start today assembling the power supply on your breadboard. This is part of the kit that you receive. So you unpackage the breadboard and you get the power supply, the AC/DC or DC to DC adapter, so which is this. So you have to assemble this one, insert it on the breadboard. Okay, so notice that it is assembled right there. It is inserted, and right here you will see that this thing, the DC, now looks better. Now you see it has some jumpers, so these jumpers must be moved from here and transferred to here. This jumper, it is a yellow jumper, so you have to put it there in the 5 volts right there. Also, the one on the right side, it originally comes set to, well, fixed to 3.3 volts, but you have to put it here. You see the 2 yellow jumpers set to 5 volts. This is a switch to turn it on and off, and this is a plug where you can apply from 7 to 12 volts, as it says right here. Yeah, 7 to 12. Okay, so the AC/DC adapter that you receive in the package, it's this one. So I'm going to connect it to the AC power. The connector, the plug, or the jack is this. So you insert it right there. Okay, and then you press the switch, and you see the LED light. I have another LED here to indicate that I have power. So, and I can measure, and you have to measure before starting the experiment. You have to measure the voltage. So I have here a voltmeter. I'm going to set it to DC. Okay, that one. Get your test props, and you can test the voltage from this point to this point. So the easiest way to do it is you have to put a jumper on the red line, on the red bus, and another jumper on the blue bus, the blue bus line. So you put here the negative, positive, and you see the reading there, 5.00 volts. So we are correct. We have power on those lines. And of course, we also have power on the right side because of this jumper right here. So I'm going to remove these jumpers. And right here, once you have the power set up, I'm inserting, let me amplify this right here. I'm inserting a 200 ohm resistor. So it can be within 200 and 300 ohms. So this resistor goes to the positive and goes to this point, which in this case is line number 30. And right here, you put the LED on line 30, right there. And the other side of the LED to the blue line, to ground. Okay, so I'm gonna move it. Yeah, so you see the resistor goes from positive to this end, line 30, any dot on the line 30. And from line 30, you connect the longest pin, and the short pin goes here because the longest pin is positive. So those LEDs come in a bag where you have all the LEDs available. This is the bag. So I'm using the green one, and so right here we can measure the voltage just to make sure what is the voltage across the resistor. So it's going to be let me show you so you can see the reading. So it's 2.2 volts across the resistor, and it's going to be 2.8 across the LED. 2.73 or 2.8, that's correct. That means we have right there, Okay, we have the two voltages across the voltage drops across the resistor and across the LED. The sum of these two voltages must be equal to the power supply, so equal to 5 volts. And in this experiment, once you have the power applied and the switch is on, we're going to build what we call a Wheatstone bridge. The Wheatstone bridge is it's a set of 4 resistors, and right here we have the resistors. Let me